You know, me, certain boa constrictors thrive in the mountains, specifically the Andes, and I guess we'll see if the boa constrictor does just that in this one when Alexey Oleinik, aka the boa constrictor, takes on the mountain Jared Vanderaa. And this is an interesting sort of last second shakeup, right? Because initially it was supposed to be Ilir Latifi versus the boa constrictor on a fight card about 2 weeks ago. That got pushed back to UFC 273. And now Latifi has to pull out and is replaced by the Mountain. And kind of bummed. I was excited to see Ilir Latifi and Hamza fight on the same card, but nonetheless, move over Latifi, step in the Mountain, and the Mountain is looking to rebound off of a most recent loss against Andrei Arlovsky. It was only a few weeks ago. It was a split decision. It was a close fight, and Arlovsky at this point in his career is a guy who just basically wins every fight by decision. So for Vanderaa to lose that one for me wasn't too surprising. And before that, he got absolutely smoked by Alexander Romanov, and he does only have the lone win in the UFC. It was against Justin Tafa. It went the distance. It was pretty one-sided and a clear victory for him, but otherwise, it's been kind of a struggle for the 29-year-old fighter, and he's taking on an absolute legend in the boa constrictor who is going for his 60th win. Dude basically has 100 pro fights. Insane what this guy has done, especially so late in his career. He has dropped three straight against tough guys though, right? The polar bear Sergey Spivak, against Chris Dawkins and Derek Lewis before that. Two of the three of those he did get finished. So are you at all concerned about Oleinik getting finished in this one via the Mountain, or is Oleinik going to do maybe win by another one of his patented submissions and get that 60th dub? What do you think?
Yeah, no, this is a very fun fight. I mean, the Mountain, he's 29 years old. He should really get this one done. I mean, the Bow is what, pushing 45? He's 44 currently. I mean, he's just got 59 wins, 16 losses. He's going for that 60th dub. I mean, he's so old, and he's probably even got, a little something wrong in the brain because he's been hit so many times. So, that being said, he's for sure getting this dub. Like he's gonna choke the crap out of this young boy, the Mountain. He's gonna put him in his crib, put him to sleep, get the Ezekiel for that 60th dub, be an absolute freaking legend. The boa constrictor people will always remember.
Yeah, they'll never forget the boa constrictor for sure, and it looks like most on Tapology are singing a similar song as you, Meet. It looks like 77% is rolling with the boa constrictor. Majority of it is copper. They're going with that sub as well. Looks like 23% is rolling with Jared Vanderaa, aka the Mountain, and most of that is brown. They think that the boa constrictor will likely absorb too many shots. And what are your thoughts on how this fight unfolds on the feet? Because we know Oleinik is he's not always the biggest or the heaviest fighter in the division, but he's a guy who can seemingly take you down at will. He's able to toss around guys that it looks like he shouldn't be able to toss around. So is he going to do that to Vanderaa, or is Vanderaa going to be able to keep this thing standing? And then if so, is Oleinik at risk of eating too many meat bombs?
Oh, 100%. I mean, Oleinik, it's crazy to see how easy and how dominant he is on those takedowns. I mean, Derek Lewis, for an example, the guy is 2 times his size, young and in his prime, and he took him down one after another after another. Sure, he did kind of gas out, but how I look at this is the same thing. He's going to take this guy down. This guy does not have an option. He better polish up that jiu-jitsu because he's going to get Ezekiel'd real quick. And unless your name is Derek Lewis, you're getting tapped out. I mean, everyone gets tapped out by this guy.
Yeah, and I think that this one probably will be no different. I'm with you all the way, Meat. I think Boa Constrictor gets this one done, likely by submission. I don't know if Vandera's gonna have what it takes to survive down there, because it's straight constriction from Oleinik, and he's a guy with a lethal grip that you do not want to have wrapped around you for sure. So last question for me. Any chance that this ends quickly, or are you expecting a sort of drag him out slobber knocker before the boa constrictor gets the finish, or is it early and often?
It's definitely gonna be early enough, and I'm guessing first or second round he's gonna get it down, take him down, goose all that dash strength of him, and get that 60th win and solidify as an absolute flippin' legend. And I would imagine become a Hall of Famer. I mean, who else has got the Ezekiel and who else has got 60 wins part of the UFC? So very excited for this. I really hope he gets it done. Um, But if the Mount, honestly, if the Mountain doesn't win this one, I mean, he's 29. He's in his prime. If he doesn't win this, I imagine UFC is gonna cut him. So I look at this as a 2-for-1 fight cut where boa constrictor retires because he's 50 years old, and then they get to cut the mountain because he's an absolute bum. So very excited to see him get slept and solidify the boa as a legend.
Yeah, 100%. And the 60th win would be amazing if he decided to, go out on top, hang him up inside the cage. That would be pretty sweet because sometimes guys don't get to exit on top, and Olenek is someone you would like to see get to experience that for sure. And yeah, for Vanderaa, if he loses this one, maybe it's straight to BKFC versus Greg Hardy. But we'll see. Nonetheless, let us know in the comments who you guys are rolling with. Me and Boy are both rolling with the boa constrictor. Are you bullish on the mountain though? Let us know.